season. Call Federated Co-ops for more information on how we can help you.
Sloan K Muffler Clinic off of Big Lake Road is your local.
I mean, you can stand up to the rail, but don't lean over the rail.
What's this? You don't use this thing.
It's for the wilderness.
all-around tax planning, accounting, payroll preparation, or electronic tax filing, visit Muckala and Werhan PLLC at 206 Arch Street in Cloquet's historic West End. You can also reach Ken or Mike at 879-4879. Call Muckala and Werhan PLLC to put your mind at ease.
We believe there's something to be said for delivering on promises. Because it's not really about the stuff. It's about your family. Thank you for reading our For J.D. Power Associates Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Welcome back inside Northwest Credit Union Arena. We are set to go. Kobe Bender will take the opening face-off here with Ryan Hero. Chase Thomas in goal to our right. He is 8-1 on the season with a 1.41 goals against average and a 9.34 save percentage.
In close.
And the Zach
over there.
in goal for that. As we are underway for the opening face-off, Ryan Lind sended ahead and on into the Hermantown zone. Kimball will take it and direct it back out to center ice. Laid on into the Lumberjack zone. Getting to it first is Ryan Lind. Lind in the far right corner. Drop pass. Up ahead on the wing for Newgren. Newgren back in behind for Kuhlman. Taken by Lind. Swept around for Hunter Roberts on the left wing wall. Back out to center. Long drive goes wide of the Lumberjack set. We'll flip it up and out to center as Bender will take over for Cloquet. Launched at the Hermantown line. Hero will feed it ahead. In over the line. The pass in front. Tipped in the save made by Strom. As Wasbot was cruising through the slot area as he got a nice pass there from Neon. And the first save of the game made by Zach Strom on a shot right from the top of the goal crease from Wasbot. Brought in over the line. Now checked away at center ice. Put back in the Lumberjack zone. Kyle Klatt started the season at center and at forward and been moved now back to defense to help out on the back end. Has it, locked it, shot, they score! Shot off the stick here of Cole Kepke after it was turned over, and the Hawks jump out to a quick 1-0 lead as the Cole Kepke, the Hermantown on the board, just a minute and 13 seconds into this one, and the Hawks jump out to a 1-0 lead. And for Cole Kepke, the assist going to 21 and 11. That is Ryan Carlson and also Kyle Amundsen. And for Cole Kepke, that is his 14th goal of the season. For Hermantown, it's an even strength goal, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Hawks. The Lumberjacks, the defense turns it over right at the side of the Lumberjacks goal, and Kepke put it in behind Strom. I'm not sure Strom even realized he took the shot. It was in the net before he turned around, and Hermantown is off to a quick 1-0 lead. Comes location. Garrett Sloan gets knocked to the ice on a hard check by Abad. With Christian centering in front of him. Goals just 33 seconds apart as Cole Litsky scores his second of the season, and a quick answer from the Lumberjacks. We are tied at 1-1. So Hermantown scores on their second shot on goal, and Cloquet scores on their first shot on goal. So 1-1 is our score here as we've had 2 goals scored. We've played less than 3 minutes. In fact, about 2 minutes and 10 seconds has gone by. We've already got a couple of goals. 2 goals in the opening minute in 46 seconds. 1 to Hermantown's Cole Kepke and 1 to the Lumberjacks' Cole Litsky. Played to the line. Down into the Lumberjack zone. Kuhlman behind behind his own net. We get a whistle, and he's going to get some penalties here. They have a gym strap issue here with one of the Hermantown players, and they're going to send him to the bench, and Hermantown will make a line change. Lumberjacks will also make a change. 14:26 left to go here in the first period. 1-1 is our score. As Hermantown wins the faceoff and sends it in, a hard rim comes out the other side. James Dugren lost it there as Hunter Roberts takes it in the near corner. Roberts up now to Kobe Bender. Bender back in behind his own goal for Ryan Lynn. Lynn starts out, pass for Newman. He's bumped off the puck. Oxbow holding it in the Lumberjack zone. They push it towards the slot, and Roberts is there to pick it up and start the breakout for Koke. He'll use the glass and send it down, and Bender will find it for Koke along the end board. Kobe Bender shouldered off the puck, and Hermantown will bring it back to center ice. The line, Kiro, drop pass, white shot there on goal, and wrapping up against the crest of the jersey is Zach Strom on the long wrist shot from Nate Keon. And we'll get a hold and a face-off here coming up in the Lumberjack zone. Left. A backer to the right, rather, of Zach Strom. Hermantown wins the draw once again. They send it back to the high slot, sent towards the goal, and that's blocked in front. Johnson got a block, and here is Pritchett up ahead now for Dalton Johnson. Johnson moving in the shot, and that one's up high in the chest area of Thomas, and he'll trap and hold for a save in his zone. He's right with 13:33 left to go into period number 1. We are tied at 1-1. Hermantown has 3 shots on goal. The Lumberjacks have 2. Dylan Johnson will win the faceoff for Cloquet. Back to the point, a shot, and that one changes direction in front of the Hermantown net. Gather it in behind their own goal. They go wide wing. Intercepted by Johnson. Cloquet back to the point. Dalton Johnson shot chopped down and just wide of the goal by Bloom. Eric Bloom centers, and it goes through the length of Johnson and all the way back down to the other end. Dalton Johnson back to pick it up for the Jacks. Stops there. Slides it up ahead for Litsy. Litsy will let it go for Chico's. Back to Litsy. Litsy to the line. Sets around one man, then has checked off his stick. Overskated by Chico's. And here comes Hermantown. 1-2. In across the line. Shot saved there by Strom. And we have a whistle behind the play. And may have been a delayed offside, possibly. We're going to have a face-off left. Zach Strom. 12:49 left to go here. First period, tied at 1-1. And Amundsen on the face-off. Check that. That is number 12. That's Luke Jock on the face-off. Into the skates here at Chico's. Gain control momentarily as Chico has a man tied up along the sideboard. That's Brendan Baker. He lost it as he stripped to the puck, and now Nimi will look up fight. Nimi onto the wing. Pass from Krauser comes off the skate right back to him to the Hermantown line. Krauser lost an edge and went down, and Nimi will drive a shot. That went off Krauser as we get a whistle and a face-off as Krauser was still trapped in the zone, and a face-off forthcoming outside of the Hermantown line. 12:21 left to go here in the first period. 1-1 is our score. And now they're going to move the face-off back out to center ice. Bender and Kiro will do the honors here from center ice. And Bender wins the drop, pushes it back here for Lind. Ryan Lind back up the middle, and Roberts will chase after it across the Hermantown blue line. Roberts forced wide, deep into the corner. As Bender trailing behind him, now Newgren separates Kiro from the puck. Bender back into the skates of Nimi. Nimi had some trouble with it there and just lifts it on into the far corner. Get it back. Nimi steps up and keeps it alive. Here's Bender. Kobe Bender, a shot. That went off his skate and caroms off into the far corner. Long stretch pass up to the middle is blocked there by Lind. Carries on. He gets taken out on a check as Kiro will take over to behind the Hermantown net. Reverse to the opposite side. Played up here on the left wing. Through center. Ryan Kiro across the line. Lost it. Bender had it. Bender then lost it. Kiro feeding it out for Pionk. Pionk, the shot up high, and that is trapped against the chest by Strom. And another face-off in the Lumberjack zone with 11:26 left to play here in period number 1. Hawks have doubled up the Lumberjacks in shots on goal, 4-2. We are tied on the scoreboard at 1-1. Amundsen will bring out his line for Hermantown. That's the Hawks' second line here tonight. Quick shot from Corey Oakes goes wide of the net, comes back to the right point, played down low. Dalton Johnson trying to step in front of that pass. Hermantown gets it back once again. Amundsen takes the shoulder up high from Johnson back to the point. Long shot blocked. Pritchett blocks the shot, and now Pritchett will keep it on into the Hermantown end as Thomas comes out to try to slow it up. Waiting for it at the right point as Dalton Johnson's fanned on his pass. Back out to center ice it comes as Oakes tracks it down here for Hermantown. Oakes circles behind the Lumberjacks net. Oakes trying to fight through his stick check, sees the drop pass. Here it comes right in front, bouncing puck back, and they score! Kempke finds himself, but they lose the puck right between the circles, and he'll backhand it over the shoulder from, and Kempke's second of the game takes it 2-1 in favor of Hermantown. Old Kempke, his second goal of the game and his 15th of the season, and it comes at 6:17. And Hermantown has regained the lead at 2-1. The assist going to number 21, and that is Tomlinson, his second assist of the night. And Corey Oakes also will get an assist for Hermantown. As Kempke found himself in the right place at the right time as that puck came bouncing out right to him. And backhands it. A bouncing puck too, so not an easy shot to make. And puck was bouncing a little bit. He's got good wood on it. He's able to backhand it right over the shoulder of Strom into the upper left corner to make it 2-1. Hawks with it once again just inside the blue line at drive, and that goes off the stick of Litzstein over the glass. So cranking up the slapper was Ryan Carlson from just inside the blue line. That one will jump the glass. We'll have a face-off in the Lumberjack zone. 9:58 left to play here in period number 1. Hawks now. At one time, it was 2-1 shots on goal in favor of Hermantown, and it's now 6-2 in favor of Hermantown, and they lead it by a score of 2-1 with just under 10 minutes left to play in the first period. Bender across the line. Bender steps around the defense with a pass in front. That was intended for Roberts, and the Hawks defense breaks it up as Kramer will plug it behind his own goal. Sends it around near side out to center. They try to get Kiro at center ice, but Lynn will intercept that and play it deep. Kramer dishes off to his deep partner, and now they'll see Pionk up ahead. Kiro sends a stop on goal. He was trying to hit a streaking Scott Wasbotton, but Wasbotton got there a couple of steps late, and the puck flies harmlessly on goal, where Strom will cover it and hold for another face-off. With 9:23 left to go here in the first period. Hawks leading it 2-1. They jumped out to a 1-0 lead just a minute and 13 seconds into the game as Kempke scored to make it 1-0. But Lumberjacks answered just 33 seconds later as Litzstein even things up 1-1, and then Kempke put the Hawks back in front here just a few moments ago with his second of the game. Make it 2-1. You're up to date, and Nimi has it. Turns back behind his own goal. His pass picked off, centering attempt, and that one's blocked in front. And Pritchett sends it out to center ice. Replied pass. Bloom will flip it on in. That goes off Kramer in behind the net. Amat will gather it in with speed from behind his own goal. Wyatt Amat turning it back at his own blue line. Sent ahead to the Lumberjack line. Bouncing puck. Litzstein flip it up to the Hermantown side of the red line, and the Hawks gather it back in as Kramer seats back inside of his own zone. Now off to Amat. Cross-ice pass once again now to Kramer. Keeps it up ahead for Kempke. Kempke lost it there. Nimi stepped up, and Nimi will sweep it on in as Thomas will leave it here for Amat. Onto the wing, now up to center once again. Kempke will tip it in, and look out as Nimi sends it over the glass and out of play. 8:14 left to go here in period number 1, 2-1.
That's the league game.
Hermantown holds the one-goal lead. 7-2 shots on goal in favor of Hermantown. And a face-off once again inside the Lumberjack zone as that one went off Nimi's stick.
What? No, not at all.
Kiro on the face-off here for Cloquet. When Straw gets the shot, it's up high, and Zach Strom finds that, and Brian Kiro pulled the face-off back and was able to wheel and fire. Zach Strom, that one may have taken it off the mat before getting it into the glove. Hawks win the face-off once again, held in at the left point, and now cleared out to center and all the way down. This is like an ice ball on the Lumberjacks with exactly 8 minutes left to play here in the period. Once again, the face-off will come back in the Lumberjack zone. Hermantown return home this Saturday for their next game as they will welcome Totino Grace to the Hermantown Arena. And talking to head coach Bruce Plant before the game, they will be honoring the Hawks first state tournament team from back in 1994, 20-year anniversary for their first trip to the state tournament for Hermantown. And that team, I believe, will be honored during that game against Totino Grace on Saturday. Lumberjacks' next game will be coming up on Monday against East from Heritage Sports Center. That will be our next broadcast. Here is Pionk. Pulls it off a half wall, sharp angle shot goes through everything, and Lumberjacks flip it out to center as Newton sends it on into the Hermantown zone. They'll wave off the icing. Lumberjacks will change on the fly here as the Hawks will bring it out of their zone. Pass up to center. Johnson knocks it down and sends it back to the Hermantown line. Racing effort for Colgate. Comes back out to center, and there's Platt. Platt will send it on into the Hermantown end once again. Hawks look for the breakout pass up the middle, and that one hit a Lumberjack player on the bench. And we'll have face-off back out at center ice. 6:07 left to go here in period number 1. 2-1, Hawks with the lead. Cole Kepke with both goals for the Hawks. And Travis Kepke, his older brother, of course, played on those Hermantown State Tournament teams from a few years ago. Kyle Platt, this pass up for Bloom, picked up and brought in by Carlson, the defenseman, deep in the corner. Kepke at the point covering him. His shot is off Platt's skate into the corner. Coolman takes it, sends it behind his own net. Waiting for it there was Pritchett. It jumps his stick. Oaks has it. And Oaks is tied up, and Dylan Johnson now for Pritchett. Pritchett steps around the man, but lost the net, went down. Kepke coming in. Kepke pass, tried to pass it in front, and it went off of Coolman. In the corner now ties up Oaks. Oaks and Coolman battle. Oaks tries to center it, bouncing puck to the point. And now sent back to the right point. Kramer passes it up ahead here for number 17 coming off the bench for Hermantown. And double check that number. They have 17 out there right now. 12 rather for Hermantown. That's Jock. Hermantown getting it back once again. Long pass up to Kepke. He'll bring it through center now. Feeds it for Jock. Jock is taken out on a nice hip check there by Kyle Platt. Hawks back to the blue line with it once again. Carlson steps around a man. Gets it deep into the corner. Jock sends it around behind the net. Kramer waits for it there. Loads it. Sends it on goal. And it goes wide of the net as it goes into the left corner. Back to the point. Carlson stepping up once again for Hermantown line. But it comes out of the zone and all the way back to the Hermantown blue line. Ryan Carlson in front of his own net. 5:24 left to go here in the first period. 2-1, Hermantown with the lead. As the Hawks bring it through neutral ice. Pass ahead too far as Platt will reclaim control. Now for Lynn, long pass off the stick to Toby Bender. This will be an icing call as Bender couldn't quite control that one. Got the blade on it, but couldn't knock it down enough to gain control, and it slides all the way down for an icing call. And a face-off once again back at Lumberjacks. Over 5:07 remaining here in the period. 8-2. Hawks out shooting the Lumberjacks, and at one point it was 3-2.
They have no idea.
Hermantown's had the last 5 shots on goal.
It's pretty good though, isn't it?
Included in those 5 shots that kept second of the period. Sideboard in behind the net, centering it in.
Better.
That is blocked. Right in front of the Lumberjacks goal. One of the defensemen got a block on it. Newbrin breaks up the play along the far wall, flips it up high, and that one comes down. It's knocked down with the glove by Eric Gott. Roberts gets it back out to center, and it's thrown in once again as Amat sends it in behind Lumberjacks goal. Here's Newbrin. Newbrin trying to fight off a check. He gets his Legs are pulled out from underneath him, goes down, gets back up, and Newgren carries it out of the zone, steps to strike, step around the defenseman, went down, carrying on his Bender. Bender had Roberts in front, and now a drop pass. Eby was forward, and Eby from Bender and Newgren at 12:38. 12:38. And James Newgren will get an assist. We're tied at 2. The Lumberjacks have 2 goals on 4 shots, and Nick Eby's good low shot as that one found its way through traffic. Thomas couldn't pick it up as Lumberjacks had another shot on goal here, and now Cloquet, after giving up the last 5 shots on goal, has put the last 3 shots on goal, including Nick Eby's 3rd of the year at 12:38. Kobe Bender with 1 assist, James Newgren with the 2nd assist, and all of these goals at even strength. We are tied at 2-2. Jacks on the attack once again, as brought in here by Bloom. Trying to go behind the net for Dylan Johnson. Comes to the point. Eby moves to his right. Wrist shot blocked. And sliding down to block that was Corey O. Down will get it back to behind their own end. And whipped it up to center ice. The Kempke pass came off his catch and right back to him. Kempke steps around a man and lost the puck as he did. Pritchett looks wide wing. And here comes Krauser. Top line. Picks it up. And Logan Krauser rockets one right over the head of the goaltender Thomas. And now a big pileup along the far wall. And coming up with it in their own end with a little over 3 minutes and some change left to go in the first period. We're tied now at 2-2. Kipke with the pair for Hermantown, his 14th and 15th of the season. Lipsy for Cloquet, his 2nd. Eby, his 3rd. Just moments ago, tying it up at 2. Put in here by Krauser. Back to retrieve is Kimball behind his own net. Now up along the near side board. Hermantown getting bunched up in their own end as a wrist shot once again comes on goal from Eby, and Thomas will glove that and drop it for the defense. Through the middle across the line, and that's offside. Brendan Baker will step ahead of the plate. 2:32 left to go in period number 1. We are tied at 2. And now Cloquet has had the last 4 shots on goal, and the shots on goal are starting to get a little more even now. 8-6 in favor of Hermantown. Bender on the faceoff of Kiro as these Onions have their top lines out. Kiro wins the faceoff. He puts it right back between both defensemen. It comes all the way back on goal, and Thomas will leave it here for Amat. Ahead now for Waspot. He'll find Kiro. He's got Pionk racing the line. The feed to Pionk. Pionk went down in the middle as he tried to get to the puck. Fans wanted a penalty, but play goes on. Flat. Out to Newgren, up ahead for Bender. Kobe Bender coming in. Bender trying to feed it off for Roberts. Christopher was there to cover for Hermantown. Johnson pitches in for Cloquet, and that's going to set up a 2-on-2. Kiro comes across the line. He's got a drop pass. Stepping around a man. Wall spot and a shot, and a save by Strom. As it slipped up and over the boards and out of play with 1:45 left to go here in period number 1, tied at 2-2. And a face-off should be coming back in the Lumberjack zone. Lumberjacks should be well rested. They have not played in about 10 days, 9-10 days. And Hermantown last played on Saturday on the road. Shot by Lynn, and that one's up high as Thomas is out of the net and gloves that and holds for a draw on his own end with 1:37 left to go in the period. Stop will be coming to his right. Coming up on our first period intermission, we'll have a recap of our first 17 minutes of play. We'll also have a look at the state rankings. Shot from the point, blocked there by miss as that puck comes bounding on goal from Dalton Johnson at the left point. Town getting it back once again. To center ice they come. Johnson breaks that up. Kramer will carry on to the Lumberjacks line. Kramer now skates it in deep. Kramer throws it in front and went off a stick and behind the Lumberjacks goal. Kramer tries to leave a drop pass. Amundsen. And the Lumberjacks get a stick on that. They play it but not out. Bouncing puck. Bloom steps around a man. Dalton Johnson carries it in. Here's Johnson. He's got Dylan Johnson's brother with him. And Dalton shot went off the goaltender Thomas. Now Dylan Johnson trying to get it back once again in front. But Hermantown sits there and recovers as they break that play up. And now we're under a minute left to go in the first period. 8-8 now. Shots on goal were evened up. How many goals are at 2 apiece as well? Fired in from center ice. Ryan Lynn will take it here for Cloquet. Lynn's pass now for Bender. Bender goes rink wide for Nugren. Nugren wrist shot, and Thomas finds that in the web of his glove. And he'll hold on one more time for another drop. 23.6 seconds remaining here in the period number 1. Lumberjacks for a little bit there during the middle of the period were getting outshot 5-zip and had just given up the go-ahead goal since that time. They've had the last 7 shots on goal. Here's another one as Thomas got a piece of that off the stick of Kuhlman. Kuhlman once again left point wrist shot. That one's knocked down in front, and Town's got a man behind the defense. It's broken up by Kuhlman. The Wildcat was trying to get in behind. Here's a shot by Bender. That's blocked. And the final second kick off here in the first period of play. A very even first period. Jack ended up out shooting Hermantown 9-8 after they were getting outshot 8-2. And the late goal from Nick Deemy ties the game at 2-2 after 1. We'll take a break and come back with our first period intermission. You're listening to Lumberjacks Hockey here on Legends Rock 96.5 FM, WKLK.
At Lino Chiropractic in Cloquet's historic West End, we understand every patient is unique and has their own needs. Aside from chiropractic adjustments, I perform a variety of services to ensure you leave our doors feeling better. We are also very pleased to announce that we now have a licensed massage therapist on staff. So stop just living with back, neck, and joint pain and call 879-1556 to set up a consultation with Lino Chiropractic, where community is our cornerstone. To learn more, go to www.linochiropractic.com or visit us on Facebook.
For almost 5 years, Northland Sports Online has been your local sports leader for up-to-the-minute coverage of local sports and more. Now, Northland Sports Online has taken a new direction with a new modern look and new features to take us forward for many years to come. Check out the expanded coverage area, up-to-the-minute scores, photos, stories, and new features to Northland Sports Online. That's
For Jay Thomas, 8 shots, 6 saves for Zach Strom, and no penalties in the first period. It's good physical first period, some good checking out there, but no penalties, very clean first period. We'll see if that continues on here into the second period as the Lumberjacks hit the ice now.
Service. New customers are always welcome at Como Oil. Just give them a call at 389-6578 and ask about their new customer offers. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication from each athlete to make a winning team. The staff at Como Oil and Propane wants to congratulate your teams on doing just that. The best of luck this sports season from Como Oil and Propane of Barnum.
As a mom, I watch our finances closely, and the folks at Northwoods Credit Union treat me like an owner because, well, I am. They have always taken great care of our friends and neighbors with savings, loans, and other services. Not a member? Northwoods Credit Union is now open to anyone that lives, works, goes to school, volunteers, or worships in Carleton or Pine County. Visit their new location on Stanley Avenue next to Walmart in Cloquet with convenient drive-through hours, 9 to noon on Saturday, or visit them online at northwoodscu.org. Northwoods Credit Union, equal housing lender, NCUA insured, member eligibility required.
All right, second period underway as the Lumberjacks slide it on into the Hermantown zone and behind the Hawks net, played off the glass and banked all the way down. This looks like it'll be an icing call against Hermantown. Face-off right back in the Hermantown end. Just underway, 27 seconds into our second period, 16:33 left to go. Tied at 2-2. Face-off coming to the right. Senior goaltender James Thomas. On the face-off, Lumberjacks Newgren, Bender. No, it was Newgren. I take that back. Pulls it back. Bowman fanned on his shot. Took a look at the net and shot the puck, but fanned on it. Bowman goes down low for Bender. Bender tries to skate away from the check in the corner. Bender tried to one-hand the pass in front as Newgren was camped right in front. Now Roberts in there causing some trouble. Big check as Newgren actually knocked Roberts to the ice on a check. Hero looks to center in front. A shot backhand. Stopped there by Strom. And play goes right on. I heard a whistle. As I believe the net became dislodged as Zach Strom, when he stretched out to make the save in front, he kicked out the left post. And that draws the whistle on a face-off to his right. Looking back at Newgren and Roberts, Hunter Roberts, Newgren went to line up one of the Hermantown players. He dipped out of the way, and there was Hunter Roberts coming away, and those two collide right at the Lumberjacks blue line, both of them going down, and Hermantown actually ended up with almost an odd man rush at the other end, and Zach Strom making a sprawling save. Pritchett centering back, a try by Johnson, and Thomas comes out and gets a piece of that. A nice drop pass from Christian Pritchett. Sets up Dalton Johnson. Now another pass in front by Pritchett, and Bloom couldn't turn that into a scoring opportunity as the Hermantown defense broke it up. Thrown away, Litzey backhand. That goes just wide. Back to the point for Nini. Nini sends it down low. That was actually Dalton Johnson that came in and got that shot on goal. 19-9. Johnson's pass out of the reach of Pritchett. This will be an icing call on Johnson and Lumberjack. The face-off will come back in the Jack zone with 15-16 left to go here in period number 2. 10-10 now shots on goal as Litzey's line will come out. Litzey centering the third line tonight with Tyler Chico is on his left and Logan Krauser on the right. Fourth line, which I'm not sure if we'll see tonight, has an all ESCO influence of the Davidson brothers, Reed and Darren. Darren at center, Reed on left wing, and Ryan Bourgeau on right wing. Jacks within their own end. Flat, looks up ice, feeds over for Krauser. He'll direct it on into the Hermantown end, behind his own net. Drop pass there by Kimball. Teeing it up is Ryan Carlson. Carlson off on the wing, back out through center ice. It's off the blade there of Jock. Back up ahead, they tried to hit Hunter Roberts. Roberts overskates it. Hermantown will gather it in. This is Jock. Jock trying to center in front for Baker. Baker looks to go in front. Jock, Zipper, shot, and save by Strom. The puck's still loose, and back to the blue line. Moving in, here's a drive, and that one's blocked. Lind is hurt on the play. Ryan Lind took a point-blank shot there on a hard clapper from Eric Gott. Lind's got to get off the ice. Ryan Lind knocks it down above. He's limping pretty good. A pass in front, blocked by Klatt. Now the Lumberjacks have cleared all the way down, and Ryan Lind is going to struggle to try to get back to the bench. That was an absolute rocket off the stick of Eric Gott from the left point, and Ryan Lind was about 6 feet in front of him, or 10 feet in front of him, and he took it point blank. And the way Ryan's limping around, I don't think it hit anywhere where there was padding. At least not very much. Face off to the right of Strom. As Lumberjacks took an icing call just to get Lind off the ice. Hawks try to step up and hold the line as Wasbot carries it in. A return pass, and that one is off the mark as Pionk and Wasbot trying to set each other up. Here is Jacoby Bender. Bender stripped of the puck by Pionk. Pionk's pass up ahead, knocked down at the line by Nini, and Pionk will bring it across the Lumberjacks line. He has Kara with him. A shot. That one handcuffed Strom, but the Lumberjacks defensively are there to clear the zone, and they'll wave off the icing, so break for Cloquet. 13:20 left to go here in the second period. We're tied at 2-2. Hermantown's had a couple of great chances as Zach Strom has had to lay out for one, and kind of got handcuffed on that last one, but came up with a save. Bridget to get it in front is thrown ahead for Wasbot, and all the way down. He'll catch up with Wasbot, forced in behind the Lumberjacks net. Wasbot keeps it in behind. Now over for Kramer, backhand pass, looking for Kiro in front, broken up. And McCoolman's pass. As the Lumberjacks break out of the zone, up ahead. Bloom's wrist shot rolls in on goal as it was off the defenseman's stick, and now Bloom is checked to the ice, and the play is stopped with a whistle and a face-off to the left of the Hermantown goal. 12:38 left to go. Period number 2, we're still tied 2-2. Hermantown now has a 13-11 shots on goal as they have outshot the Lumberjacks 5-2 so far in the second period. Shot turned aside from in close by Pritchett. Didn't get a lot on it. Knocked down here by Bloom. Bloom a wrister, and that one snapped wide in the upper left corner of the net. Jack tried to hold the point. The skate of Newgren, and now Hermantown will find it and bring it in the zone. They got Oaks all alone. In front, Corey Oaks, the shot in front, the door. Corey Oaks all alone in front, a great setup. And Zach Strom slides over and stops the pad on Oaks' layup, keeping the Hawks off the board. What a great save there by Zach Strom. Somehow the Lumberjacks ended up with no defenseman. Brought in, that should be offside on Hermantown as one of the Hawk players, Amundsen, fell as he came across the blue line. But that was Corey Oaks in all alone, and I believe he was told Kepke was the man that set him up. Kepke just walked the defenseman, and Oaks was all alone in front. Nobody picked him up. The pass was perfect, and Zach Strom just timed it perfectly. He slid over with a pad. And far and away, that is the save of the game so far for either goaltender is Zach Strom. By the way, in that game against Andover, was sick with the flu and was actually throwing up in that second period. And gave up 6 goals in that game, but he played up to that point sick with the flu. Ended up leaving the game, and Eric Newman had to come in and take over. 11:44 left to go here in the second period. We're tied at 2-2. Face-off win, and Hunter Roberts snaps it just wide. Another shot on goal, rebound, and Roberts didn't get a lot on it, and now the net has become dislodged. A couple of great chances there for Cloquet. Oh, Hunter Roberts all alone with a great chance in the bottom of the left circle, and got some of it, but not all of it. I think the puck got up on end as it came on goal, but didn't get a lot on it. Great set up there by Newgren. Here's another chance. The same play. Newgren wins the face-off. Roberts' shot is blocked. And Hermantown will pick it up, and we're going to get a penalty on Cloquet as a Hawk player was tripped starting away. And as Ryan Lynn touches this up, we're going to have the game's first penalty as Wasbot was pulled down, and a tripping call on the Lumberjack. We'll give Hermantown a power play, and it'll be James Newgren going to the penalty box for Cloquet. 2-minute minor for tripping. Time of the goal is 5:40. And Hermantown on the man advantage. 11:20 left to go, second period. We're tied 2-2. Hermantown on the game's first power play, and Jacks will get a clear. Ryan Lind is back on the ice, and Lumberjack back on the point with Kuhlman. Bender's up front with Hunter Roberts on the penalty kill. Hermantown slides it into the zone, and Ryan Lind says thank you very much, and finds an opening and clears it all the way down. Minute 35 left to go here on the Hermantown man advantage. First penalty of the game, James Newgren of Cloquet. 2-minute minor for tripping at 5:40. Hero brings it across the line for Hermantown. Drop pass, shot, save as Ryan Strom giving up no rebounds to Scott Wasbot, taking the drop pass of Hero, and Wasbot had a good look. Zach Strom finds it in the glove, holds on for the face-off with 1:21 left to go here on the Hermantown man advantage. Face off to Strom's left. Hawks in the draw back to the point. Kramer to the circle. Back to Kramer. High spot. Get over to the left circle into the slot. Quick passing play as Wasbot won't be denied this time. And Hermantown is on the board at the power play goal. As Wasbot connects. And Hermantown, I think all 5 players touched the puck on the ice for the Hawks. For Wasbot, right between the circles, snapped the wrist shot. Past Strom. 6:30 is the time of the goal. 6:30, the time of the power play goal, and the assists go to Kiro and Amat. Kiro and Amat assist on the power play goal as Wasbot scores his 13th of the year for Hermantown. It's a power play goal with James Nugren in the penalty box for tripping, and so Scott Wasbot, the senior captain, his 13th goal of the year at 6:30 from Wyatt Amat and also from Ryan Kiro. And it's a power play goal, and it's now Hermantown 3, Cloquet Epco Carlson 2. With a little over 10 minutes left to go here in the second period. An icing call on the Lumberjacks, 17-14. Shots on goal in favor of Hermantown as they have outshot the Lumberjacks by a 9-5 margin. 9-5 shots on goal in favor of Hermantown, and they have had the better of the scoring chances here in this period. Johnson behind his own net for Nugren in the corner. Been starting it ahead for Cloquet, gets cut off along the near side boards, gives the puck up backhand from Oak, slides just wide of left post. Bender back in behind his own goal, and Amundsen steals it away for Hermantown. Amundsen to the point. Dots will go down low with it. Nini now for Johnson. Johnson turns it in behind his own net, reverses, lost it, got it back once again, and kept it straight on his tail. And Dalton Johnson finds the open man as Roberts ahead now for Bender. Bender tries to walk the defense and gets around him, but recovering on the play with Scott. Centering pass, and that one's blocked there by the goaltender, Thomas. With no one home for the Lumberjacks anyhow, even if it would have gotten through. Oaks goes down, but play goes right on. Here's Derek Bloom. He fights off the check. Bloom will flip a backhand ahead, picked up by Dylan Johnson. Stop. Lost an edge, went down, but able to maintain control of the puck, and now he gets knocked down from behind in the corner. Pritchard trying to come and help him out as the Bloom again hits it off the boards and comes back out to center ice. Gathered in by Kepke. Kepke moving in and didn't get a lot on it as Kyle Platt was able to blow him up and get a piece of that shot. Bloom feeds it now for Pritchard. Pritchard's shot was off his skate and turned back out to center. Lynn waits for players to get on side. Knocked down in the slot by Kimball, and Kimball will flip it out to center into the glove there of Josh Lennard, and Lennard will send it deep in the Lumberjack zone where Lynn waits for it for Cloquet. 8:21 left to go here in the second period. 3-2. Hermantown leading it on a power play goal from Wadbottom. Jack with Lynn behind his own net. Stop, starts out once again. And now we get a whistle as the Lumberjack net is off its pins with 8:07 left to go here in the second period of play. And face-off going to come outside the zone as a Hermantown player that was chasing Lynn behind the Jack's net dislodged the net. That will bring the face-off outside the Lumberjack zone. Luke Jock on the face-off Kepke, and Kramer will flip it in to the corner. Hustling after it is Baker in the corner. Tries to back to the point. Jacks would take it back out to center. Lipsy flips in the direction of Chico's. Comes off a Hermantown defenseman's skate and turned back the other way. Jock off the line. Luke Jock shot, and that was wide in front of Lumberjack's net. Kramer over to the point. Handcuffs Lennard as Lennard sends it in on goal. Now after his own rebound in the corner, he gets tied up on a check, and back the other way comes Cloquet. Center to the red line, driven in from there. Jack will make a change behind the play. 7:25 left to go here, second period. Hermantown in front, 3-2. Only goal of the period coming on the power play. Clapp ties the man up, sends it back out to center. Kramer retreats, throws it to the Lumberjacks line, but Bernard was trapped in the zone. He's offside. And we'll have a face-off outside. Well, now they're going to move to center ice. 7:13 left to go here in the period. 19-14. Shots on goal in favor of Hermantown. It's been a pretty good close game here so far tonight. Bender on the face-off. Jacks with the drop. Kuhlman. Now it's over for Johnson. Johnson up ahead. Finds Roberts. Roberts looks to go rink wide. Roberts takes it across line. Got his pocket kicked from behind. And Dave Keon stole it away. Jacks get it back once again and throw it in. Thomas out to put up here for the defense. Nobody from Hermantown went to it. And Jacks, Hunter Roberts got to it. Tried to feed it and set up Newgren. But that comes all the way out of the zone. And now Keon chases Kuhlman down to the end board. Drop pass. We'll start Newgren up ahead for Cloquet. Turned aside. And now Lumberjacks find Bender. Bender now to Newgren in his skate. Digs it out. And Newgren to the Hawk line. Runs into some traffic there. Newgren will slip it down. Trying to slip it down low. Gets it back. Newgren to Bender. Bender lost it in the corner. Goes back in behind the Hermantown goal. And Amat will throw it up on the wing. Out to Bender. Here's Kiro at 2-on-1. Ryan Kiro is moving in. He's got one shot. He missed the net as it went wide. Zach Strom trying to get a pad over. Kicked the post and knocked the net free. Lumberjack got a defenseman caught up ice. It was a 2-on-1. Kuhlman was the only man back. Good seen by Kiro, but Bonbon could not finish on the play as he pushed it wide of the open Lumberjack goal. And we have the net dislodged once again. Not quite a bit tonight. And we'll face off in the Lumberjack zone as the Hawks once again come close to putting another one on the board. Jumping the point right on. Strom the save. Into the near corner. Dylan Johnson behind his own net, sending it in the direction of Bloom. On street gather, kept in behind, cut off there by Needy. Back to the point. This for Hermantown is Amundsen. Pushed into the corner. Amundsen takes the look, goes back to the point. Nice shot by Carlson. That misses the net. Jack on the near side for it, just out of our view. Dylan Johnson is skating in, trying to free it up. Then off the stick of Bloom. Bloom chops back out center. Hermantown has to get on side. Pritchett up ahead now for Bloom. Bloom a wrist shot, and that one's into the glove of Thomas. The first shot on goal for the Lumberjacks here in quite a while. 5:27 remains in the period. 3-2, Hermantown leading on the power play goal by Wasbot. His 13th of the season. 20-15, Hermantown is out shooting Cloquet. Shooting in a 12-6 differential so far here in the second period. Hudson pucked off the face-off. Hawks bring it ahead to the line. This is Parker Hawk out there for the first time tonight as he skates it in deep. Hawk represents the fourth line for Hermantown. Shot the point, tipped in right on goal. Saved by Strom as Jocks was there for Hermantown. Great tip by Jocks, but a even better save by Strom. He's made some dandies here in this second period, keeping the lead at just one for Hermantown. Brought in by Kuhlman. Kuhlman will flip it to the end wall. Hermantown will turn it on to the wing. Now they'll bring it to center. They head once again here for Jocks. Jocks tries to put a sharp angle shot on goal, and it rolls up the leg of Strom, and Strom has to back and kind of drift backwards against the pipe and cradle the puck, and it was dropped inside of his pad. Now we'll have a face-off with 4:39 left to play in period number 2. Come to the right, senior goaltender Zach Strom. 3-2, Hermantown leading this one. Jack looking for the equalizer here in the final 4:39. Kiro wins the draw. Kramer sends it towards the net. It's broken up, knocked down by Bender with the glove, and somehow the Hawks ended up getting a shot on goal. Here's a shot. That one snapped up high and wide of the net. Kramer pinches in a shot, and that one goes off the stick of Keon and wide. Hermantown now teeing off. And yeah, the net becomes dislodged once again. Yeah. About the fifth time in this period that net has become dislodged in the Lumberjack zone. And Hermantown peppering the Lumberjack net now. A couple of those missing the net, but they are literally firing at will in the last couple of minutes. Hero on the faceoff, wins the draw back to the point. Shot from there, stopped by Strom. He tried to kick it off the stick and over the glass, but it came off his stick and landed in his path. He'll hold on once again as Zach Strom. 20th save of the game against 23 Hermantown shot. Hero wins yet another faceoff. Down, winning little battles right now as they come out of the corner. A shot blocked away by the defense. Lumberjacks managed to get it out to center right. Sent back in by Amant. Jacks play it behind their own net. Waiting for it is Roberts. Roberts tries to step around a man. Kiro lost control of the puck. Kiro with it now for Hermantown. Kiro back to the right point. Kramer goes D-to-D. Hides on the shot, and that one snaps off the glass and behind the net. Puck centered in front. A shot, and that again hit the body. Lumberjacks need an icing here as they just cannot get the puck out of their own end. This first line out there for Hermantown, and they are winning the battles right now. Down brings it right back into the Lumberjack zone. Johnson flips it up the near wall. Hawks will regain control. Kramer through traffic. That hits the leg and skitters on into the right corner. Actually, both these lines have been out there for a long time. Amant finds Kramer. Kramer's shot blocked by Newgren. We're down to 3:11 left to go here in the second period, and about the last 2.5 minutes have been played in the Lumberjack zone. The Jacks finally get a clear, and it'll be just enough for icing. Well, now I guess it's not going to be icing. Referee had his arm up all the way, but never blew it down. Kuhlman at the Lumberjack line, or at the Hawks line, lost it, and now Kuhlman steps across the line. A shot off the block for Strom, straight up into the air. And may have had a delayed offside possibly. Coming over to the scorer's bench, I'm not sure before. And we have 43 left to go here in the second period. Coming to the penalty box, or are they? Too many men for Hermantown, and yes, we're going to get a power play for the Lumberjacks. Corey Oaks is going to go to the penalty box for Cloquet, or for Hermantown rather. So Oaks to the box. Might have been too many men on the ice for Hermantown. Time of the penalty will be 14-17. And that is Sammy Speed's power play. Too many men, yep, 14-17. Served by Corey Oaks. Jacks on the Sammy Speed's power play. 8-7-9, 4-5-3-4. Caller number 1 of the Jacks score on the man advantage. As they have the face-off in the Hermantown zone. Played to the end board. Dylan Johnson shouldered off the puck, and Amundsen will turn it off the skate of Nimi. It just comes out of the zone. Now played back to Lumberjacks line back out to center Roberts. Sends it back now for Bloom. Bloom up the head, turned in by Kuhlman. 1.5 left to go here on the Lumberjacks power play. Boy, they could use a goal here on the man advantage as Bloom goes down low for Roberts. He's out there along with Dylan Johnson. Nimi at the point. And now Hermantown will clear it all the way down. Lumberjacks will change up the power play unit. 1:50 left to go on the man advantage. Long pass up ahead for Newgren across the line. Newgren has Pritchett with him. James Newgren looking for some help. Runs into a couple of Hermantown players. Kramer out there on the penalty kill. Back to Lynn, and it jumps the stick and goes all the way down. Kiro and Lynn going back in the Lumberjack zone. Kiro gets there just a step ahead of Lynn in the corner. Those two battle, and we're under a minute left to go on the man advantage. Newgren sends it behind his own net. 44 seconds left to go, and the Jacks will set things up here. Ryan Lind, wide wing to Pritchett. Pritchett gives it for Klatt. Klatt back ahead for Pritchett. The end boards it goes. Hawks gain control. Now they'll lose it as the Klatt. Back to the blue line for Ryan Lind. 24 seconds left on the man advantage. Jacks have yet to get a shot on goal. Kobe Bender lost the puck, and here's Ryan Kiro short-handed. Got Newgren back there battling. And we're under a minute left to go, and 12 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Jacks have yet to get a shot on goal. On a power play they desperately needed. Kyle Klatt stripped to the puck at center, and slipped all the way down, and that'll do it for the power play. As Oaks is back on the ice. Lumberjacks never do get a call. But 35 seconds left to go here in the second period. Hermantown using the power play to their advantage as James Newbern went to the penalty box for tripping, and Scott Wasbach scoring on the ensuing power play, but the Hawks picked up their only penalty of the game so far, and Lumberjacks couldn't cash in, and they remain trailing by a goal, 3-2, with 32 seconds left to go. Shot blocked by Pritchett, comes back out to center. Dylan Johnson, 2-on-1. Johnson moving in, a shot at Cardiff goes down and makes the save, and that may have been the save of the game so far for the Hermantown netminder, as Dylan Johnson and Derek Bloom coming on a 2-on-1, and Dylan Johnson trying to beat Thomas 5-hole, and Thomas got the pillows down in a hurry, pinched that, and got the glove down there as well, as he holds on with 24 seconds left to go in the period and keeps his team in front at 3-2. Johnson on the face-off. Now he'll get chased, and Klatt will come in and take the draw. Mott handles it behind his own net, pass up on the wing. Hero now will step up. He has a 2-on-1. Hero moving in, a shot up high, and he sends it over the top of the Lumberjacks goal. Gathered in, Klatt almost had it as he is trying to race away at center right. Lumberjacks will play it to the line, and out to center right, 3-on-2. Sends a shot at the buzzer up high, lumped by Thomas. And Hermantown gets a power play goal here in the second period. They have a 3-2 lead going into the second period intermission. You're listening to Lumberjacks Hockey here on Legends Rock 96.5 FM, WKLK. Okay.
At Cloquet Ford Chrysler Center, they have all your new and used vehicle needs. As you step into the lot at Cloquet Ford Chrysler, the first thing you will notice is all the beautiful new vehicles and the quality of their used cars and trucks. But behind the scenes, they offer just as much. You'll find a quality and dependable service department as well as...
Back to the first period. One from Scott Wasbach on the power play in the second period. And between goals, let's see in the first period. One by Hermantown. Stepping up, Kimball's shot is off a boot as it comes towards the Lumberjacks net. Here in the corner, separated from the puck by Lind. Tries to step up and hold it in. Lind gets it back, sends it behind his own net, and Kuhlman will handle it. Jack Kuhlman, in his first full varsity season, just a sophomore. Bender tries to poke it out of the zone. Hawks in Lumberjacks bottled up in their own end, and now Bender over for Roberts. Roberts pass off the heel of Newton's stick, and he had entertained thoughts of splitting the defenseman. Hero puts the pass to the fence, and recovering on the play was Lynn. He'll gain the red line and send it on into the Hermantown zone. We've played 1 minute here into the third. 3-2. Pass almost picked off there by Johnson, and now Hero tried to stay on side as he had Pionk with them. Hawks are making a change, and Nimi will bring it up for Cloquet. Nick Nimi tried to feed it for Dylan Johnson, broken up there by a mutt. Lumberjacks line, turned aside by Dalton Johnson. Dylan Johnson now in front of his own bench to Pritchett. Pritchett will throw a fly to the Hermantown net. He was about 5 feet behind the red line, and that'll result in an icing call. And face off back in the Lumberjacks zone to the left of Zach Brown, who played very well tonight. He's much better when he isn't throwing up into his own net. Sorry, Zach. Poor kid. What a valiant effort he had against Andover. He was sick as a dog and managed to play through almost 2 periods. And not a good night in Andover as the Jacks have got 7-0. Kepke with the puck now for Hermantown, sends it back inside of his own zone. Kepke's pass gets through to Amundsen. Amundsen now feeding it back. A pass in front. They score! Oh, a pretty passing play there as Corey Holt finishes it up. And Hermantown ups their lead to 2 as Corey Holt finishes the 3-way passing play with Kramer. Time of the goal coming at 1:48. 1:48 is the time of the goal. And it is Holt from Amundsen. Amundsen and Kramer with the assist. Even strength goal, and for Corey Hope, that is his 9th of the year for the senior right winger. Kyle Amundsen with 3 assists on the night for Hermantown. Hope's his 9th of the year at 1:48 from Amundsen and Kramer. And it's now 4-2 in the favor of Hermantown. Lind sends it rink wide as Roberts tries to catch up with Bender, sends it back to Lind. Then we'll fire it on into the Hermantown zone. 14:45 left to go, 3rd period. Hermantown up by a pair now. This is their largest lead, has been 2. They have led by scores of 1-0, 2-1, 3-2, and now 4-2. And Hope scores at even strength. Less than 2 minutes into the 3rd period. Here's Pionk. Pionk stepping in, and Pionk lost control of the puck. Flat behind his own net, around on the left wing wall for Newgren. Newgren will chip it out to center. Kramer drives it in. He had a man trapped in the zone offside. That was Pionk. He gets back onside, and here's Kuhlman. Kuhlman up to center, and again, Hermantown plays it in, but they are offside. Dylan Johnson behind the defense. Johnson moving in, a shot, and that one went off the glove of Thomas. Johnson used the lone defenseman back there as a perfect screen, and Jace Thomas made the save. Clapp throws it towards the goal. Save there, another one. In the crease and pushed away as Thomas lost sight of the puck. It skittered to his left. Before the Lumberjacks could push it into the open net, Hermantown got a defenseman in there and cleared it away. Centering pass was off the skate of Kiro. Off the bench and handling it here for Hermantown now is the Gott. Gott will drift back to his point position. Past Kiro. Now he gets it back once again as Kuhlman ties him up. Back to the point. Gott's wrist shot, and that goes wide as Pionk tried to redirect it. Out of his own net, dangerous play there by Kuhlman, but he gets it ahead for Krauser. Krauser now for Pritchett. Pritchett will chop it into the Hermantown zone. He tries to hold the line as Kimball wanted to clear. Laid back in by Cloquet, delayed offside, and now it comes back out to center and into the Jack zone. Kuhlman relays it ahead too far out of the reach of Litvey. And he was trying to break across the Hermantown line, and that'll result in an icing call with 12:56 left to go in the 3rd period. 4-2. Hermantown now with a 2-goal lead, 26-18 shots on goal in favor of Hermantown. Amundsen on the faceoff for Hermantown. He has 3 assists tonight for the Hawks. Pass in front, that's broken up by the Jacks defense. And back the other way is Ryan Lind. Lind gets a step around the defenseman. Lind looks to center in front, and Bloom had a chance, but didn't get it. And now following up is Nemi as he throws a wrist shot on goal. Great speed by Ryan Lind as he played it past the defenseman, hustled to the end wall, threw it in front, and Derek Bloom couldn't get his stick on it. Came right to Nemi, and Nemi turns and throws a high wrist shot on goal, and Thomas will glove it and hold on with 12:37 left to go here in the 3rd period, and the Jacks trailing 4-2. Bender on the face-off. That line has been paired up with Kiro's line for Hermantown all night. Now a 2-on-1 for the Hawks. Back the other way, moving in. A shot, Strom save, and Peoc the follow-up, and that's stopped by Strom. Another chance goes off the outside of the net by Wasbon. Here's a shot by Gotts. That missed the goal. Hermantown's had a lot of odd man rushes, and a delayed penalty coming up on Cloquet as they touch up. And we're going to have an interference call on the Lumberjacks. And it might be Nick Neamy going to the penalty box for Cloquet on the interference call. And Cloquet will be short-handed for the second time tonight. Time of the penalty will be 4:48. 16, 2-minute minor for interference. Hermantown on the man advantage for the second time. They are 1 for 1 on the power play. Lumberjacks are 0 for 1. Here's a drive off a Lumberjack stick. Comes right back in front, a shot. And Strom, did he glove that with the blocker hand? I think he did. What a save by Zach Strom. He lost his stick, dove back, and gloved a wrist shot on a wide open net by Corey Holtz with his blocker hand. Oh my, what a save by Zach Strom. And now we have some offsetting penalties as Dalton Johnson and Cole Kepke are going to go to the penalty box, and I'm not sure what the charges are here. Time of the penalty will be 4:58. 4:58. So just 10 seconds into that power play, and I got to see here now. These penalties are offset, so they're high sticking, okay? High sticking. Minors each to Kepke of Hermantown and Dalton Johnson of Cloquet. But what a save by Zach Strom. He lost his stick after stopping a couple of chances right in a row. He stopped the initial shot by Kiro, the follow-up by Peoc, and then Wasbon sent one off the back of the net. It came around to Corey Holtz, and Holtz had a wide-open net with Strom down and no stick. And Corey Holtz threw it, what he thought was going to be into an open net, and Zach Strom dives back and catches it in his hand with the blocker glove. Caught it in his hand. What a save by Zach Strom. And it keeps it at 4-2. A minute and 36 seconds left to go on the Hermantown power play. 11:45 remains here in the third period. Hermantown, they get one more, and that just might be enough to keep the Lumberjacks from maybe trying to amount to comeback here. A 3-goal deficit would be very big for the Lumberjacks. In front, a shot, they score! Wasbon, his second power play goal of the game. And it makes it 5-2. And Hermantown, I'll tell you one thing this Hermantown does very well is pass the puck. 5:39 is the time of the goal. 5:39. And it is Wasbon's second goal of the game. And the assist to go to Amat and also to Peoc. Second power play goal of the game, and for Wasbon, that is his 14th goal of the season, his second of the game, and Hermantown is 2 for 2 on the power play as the Lumberjacks are whistled for icing, and very close game. It was 2-2 after one. Jacks had a 9-8 edge in shots on goal, and since that time, Hermantown got a single power play goal in the second, outshot the Jacks 17-7, and now they have added 2 more here in the third to pull away at 5-2, and they are now outshooting the Lumberjacks 30-19. So the Jacks have hung with the number 1 team in the state in Class Single A, and I'll be quite honest with you folks. I think if this team was Hermantown, we're speaking of, was in AA, I am pretty sure they would be a top 10 team even in Class AA. They are that good. As the Class keeps it out of the zone for the Lumberjacks, Nimi finds an opening and throws it all the way down. They'll whistle the Lumberjacks for icing with 10:34 left to go here in the third period. 5-2 now Hermantown with a 3-goal lead as they have scored twice here so far in the third period. Corey Hope starting it at 148 with his 9th of the year from Amundsen and Kramer, and then just moments ago a power play goal at 5:39 for Wasbaden. His second goal of the game is 14th of the season from Pionk and Amat, and a power play goal, and now we're going to get a timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. 10:34 remains, period number 3. Hermantown 5, Slocansko Carlson 2. We'll return right after this.
If you like your restaurant to have a full menu, nice clean atmosphere, and reasonable prices, your favorite restaurant should be Perkins. Perkins restaurants are conveniently located around Duluth, Superior, and Cloquet, and are ready to serve your favorite meal, or maybe you'll want to stop in and pick up fresh bakery products to take home. Stop in today and visit your friends at Perkins in Duluth, Superior, and Cloquet.
Midway Sewer Service offers residential and industrial septic pumping. Their fully equipped radio dispatch trucks are as near as your phone. If it's sewer and drain cleaning or septic tank pumping, Midway Sewer Service features 24-hour emergency service, electronic underground pipe locating, and TV video inspection and recording. Midway Sewer Service, serving the entire Northland.
Welcome back here to the Northwoods Credit Union Arena. Head coach Dave Anthony calling a timeout here as the Hawks try to completely blow this open with 2 goals in the opening 5.5 minutes or so. They are up 5-2 now. 30-19 shots on goal. Hawks win the faceoff. Here's Scott. Scott gets down low, behind the Lumberjacks net, intercepted by Cloquet. Amundsen now for Hunter Roberts. Roberts shot right into the glove of Thomas. Bender comes hard to the net, gets Thomas a snow shower, and Thomas reacts by giving Bender a shiver there, a forearm shiver. Face off to the left. James Thomas. Bender on the face off. He try to pull it back. Hermantown wins the draw. They'll send it all the way around on the wing. Wasbot now to the middle for Kiro. Kiro breaks across the line and checked away by Lind. End up ahead for Roberts in transition. Roberts overskated it. Center ice. Hawks to pick it up and bring it in once again. A 2-on-1 ahead for Pionk, but it's off the pass. It's off the skate of Kuhlman. Ends up back at the point. Tipped up high and into the corner by Bender. And slipped by Roberts off the center, off the glove of Kimball, bounces back inside the Hermantown line, up through center. They tried to split the D with, that was Wasbot looking for the pass. Kimball has to redirect it in front. Kimball's pass intercepted, and here's Dylan Johnson moving with Roberts. Johnson's shot is blocked there by Kimball. Roberts heads to the bench for a change as the Lumberjacks had it momentarily in the Hermantown zone. Now thrown to the far boards. Bloom backhanded towards the Hermantown net, ends up in behind. Kimball's pass comes off a Lumberjack player and all the way down. Now Klatt will back to retrieve for Cloquet. Guys defeated to Nini, thrown in front. Strom got a stick on that. To the line. Kramer a drive. That's up high and wide. Comes out of the corner. Shot in the quad area by Carlson and back out to center ice.
Number 7.
In front of the Lumberjacks players bench. Here's Hope. Got a man with them. And that is Parker Hawk back on the ice for Hermantown. Turnaround shot by Amundsen, and Strom got a blocker on that, directing it in behind. Nini holding up Hopes on a check, and Lipsy will send it behind his own net. Now hustles over and chops it out of the zone and all the way down, a rolling puck. As goes back to receive in their own end. Now off the skates of Hawk comes to Hope. Hope sends it right wide out of the reach there of Amundsen. Lumberjacks will sweep it around, and here's Logan Krauser. Krauser at center ice. Now finds Lipsy. Lipsy shot on goal, saved by Thomas. Lipsy looks to center in front. It goes up high, went off Thomas, and there was Tyler Chicos looking for a loose puck, but ended up in behind the Hermantown net. Now back to the other end. Baker's long wrist shot, and that's off the pad. And back the other away. Here's a 3-on-1 for Cloquet. Chico's moving in, and his shot partially tipped. He had Krauser with him, and he also had Litsky with him as well. Down with it behind their own net. And now thrown rink wide up ahead to Brandon Baker. Baker in behind the defense, steps around Klatt, then fires a backhand wide of the Lumberjack goal. Ryan Lind in front of his own net. Lind now turned it over. In front, here's Pionk, a shot, a save. As the Lind topped it up right up the middle, and Pionk walks in, and the door is shut once again by Zach Strom, as Dalton Johnson and Cole Kepke have been sitting in the box with their high sticking calls. Those happened way back during the Hermantown power play. They have not been able to come out of the box until the last whistle, and now they do. A shot, and that one's into the glove, as was off a Lumberjack defenseman stick in front. Shot coming from the point by Ahmad. 7:14 left to go third period, 5-2. Hermantown leading this one. It was 2-2 after one, 3-2 after two, but Hermantown pulling away here in the third with a couple of goals, one of them on the power play by Wasbot, his second power play goal of the game. Hermantown looks to pass in front, that one's blocked by Roberts. Now he blocks the shot by Ahmad. Ahmad gets it back once again. Skates it in, and what a shot, and Strom gets the glove there on the setup for Pionk. As Pionk was right between the hash marks, a great setup by Ahmad. Now turned over by Dalton Johnson. It comes into the high slot, a shot. That one's stopped by Strom. Lumberjacks topping it up in their own end here time and again. A pass across ice, and Bender now will find it here for Cloquet. Kobe Bender eats it out of the zone. Bender through center, around a man. Bender moving in, toe drag, and can't split the defense as Kiro throws it ahead too far out of the reach of Wasbot, and an icing call on Hermantown with 6:19 left to go in the third period. And Hermantown leading it 5-2, and they also have the edge in shots on goal, 33-21. Kobe Bender moments to go trying to go on the rink long rush. It's off win by Dylan Johnson, and off the cross where comes the wrist shot from Derek Bloom. Oh, Bloom has such a deceptively quick release and a hard wrist shot. And that one beat Thomas up high. Waved an arm at it, but it got past him and linked off the crossbar, keeping it in. Pritchett, his shot. In a Hermantown player follow-up is sent wide by Needy. Back out to center ice it comes. Pritchett back into the Hermantown zone. Ryan Carlson skating away from traffic, sends it wide to Lumberjack's net. Tom fluffs it and leaves it for Needy. And it's sent back out to center ice. They back in by Carlson. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Hermantown leading at 5-2. Carlson waits for it at center. Amundsen back to Carlson. He'll flip it up high and deep into the right corner. Right past the Derek Plant banner hanging here. Tipped in on goal, save, and the second chance sent over the top of Lumberjack's net. Kepke nearly had the hat trick there for Hermantown on a redirect. Derek Plant, the son of Hermantown Hawks head coach Bruce Plant, and now we get a whistle. And we're going to have a face-off back out at center ice with exactly 5 minutes. Nope. Send it back in the Hermantown zone. 5 minutes left to go here in the third period. 5-2. Hermantown up, and they've got a big game coming up at home on Saturday against Totino Grace, number 1 in Hermantown versus number 8 Totino Grace. Lumberjacks go from the number 1 team in Class Single A to the number 9 team, I believe it was, in Class Double A. Number 8 to lose these on Monday at the Comparative Sports Center. Down starting out of their own zone. Set up ahead here for Jocks. Jocks into the Lumberjack zone. Pass in front. Jocks gets the return pass, and from behind the net from Brendan Baker, and another great save for Zach Strom. He's been right on tonight, and the game could be be about 10-2 if not for Zach Strom. Here's Bender to Newbrin, and Newbrin fanned on the shot follow-up attempt by Kuhlman as he pinched from the left point, and that one stopped there by Thomas. Baker at the other end. Long shot off the glove of the Strom. Kuhlman chips it up to center ice. Hawks will have to get on side with just under 4 minutes left to play. Long shot from the blue line, in on goal. Strom, another save. Platt sends it behind his own net. Kuhlman up the middle for Bender. Bender tips it over for Newbrin. Newbrin across the Hermantown line. He's battling there with Kramer. And now we get a whistle. We're going to get a Hermantown penalty here and an elbowing call on the Hawks. Going to give the Lumberjacks a power play. And that penalty will come at 13:26. 13:26, an elbowing call on Wasbatten. And we're going to go on the Sammy's Pizza power play. 879-4534. 879-4534. Caller number one if the Lumberjacks score on the man advantage. As we are on the Sammy's Pizza power play, whether it's dine-in, take-it, or delivery, enjoy the great taste of Sammy's Pizza, proud sponsors of Lumberjacks hockey. Lumberjacks are 0-for-1 on the power play. This is their second advantage of the night, and Kiro will bring it ahead for Hermantown. Pass to Pionk. Pionk will skate it down in the corner for Cloquet. Kiro and Pionk up front for the Hawks. Stops back the blue line, and now Hermantown's got it tied up momentarily here in the Lumberjack zone, handled by Roberts. Roberts now for Kuhlman. Kuhlman to the Hermantown line. Jack Kuhlman all alone, and Lumberjacks are changing the power play unit here in the middle of the power play, and that'll allow Hermantown to play it out to center ice. Dalton Johnson comes back on the attack for Cloquet. He's got Bender with him. Dalton now runs into some trouble. As we have just 56 seconds left to go here on the Lumberjack power play, and Hermantown steals it away and don't fire it all the way down. Bender chased there by Kepke. Needs a drop for Robert. 44 seconds left to go on the Sammy's Pizza power play. 2:14 left to go in the game. 5-2, Hermantown at the lead as it's thrown in by Newbrin. Sends it all the way around, and Hermantown picks it up. Here's Corey Oakes, a 2-on-1, short-handed. Kepke moving in, back to Oakes. The pass behind him, and turning back the other way comes Bender. Will be Bender 1-on-3 as he flips it through the legs of the defenseman, goes down. Taken out in the corner. Pritchett with it for Cloquet. Pritchett back to the blue line for Lind. With 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Down with the skates of Bender. Bender side the left circle. 5 seconds left. Jack's got to hurry. Nobody going to the front of the net. And now nobody at the blue line. So Jack thrown back into the Lumberjack zone. Out of the penalty box comes Wasbatten, and the Jacks are 0-for-2 on the power play. Lind's pass behind Lispy. 1:21 left to go here in the third period. As Lumberjacks have it in the Hermantown zone. Knocked down by Platt. Platt will one-hand it into the Hawks end once again. Kramer being pressured from behind by Chicos. And now Hermantown up to the Lumberjacks line. Baker across. And Baker, wrist shot. And that one hit Needy. Minute left to go in the game. Kramer goes to the bench for a line change for Hermantown. 5-2. Hawks with the lead. Jacks try to clear, but Carlson holds the line momentarily, and Lipsy will pick it up and skate it through center. He tries to get around Carlson, and Hermantown picks it up and brings it back the other way. Amat forced wide pass into the spot, broken up there by Chicos on the back check. Half a minute left to go here in the third period. Klatt now for Nemi. Nemi back to Klatt, gave it away. Now thrown to Pionk. Pionk back to the point. Amat makes the shot. Now Carlson. Carlson through traffic, saved by Strom, and the follow-up goes off at Strom and off the side of the net with 13 seconds left to go. And we'll have one more final face-off. And Hermantown's going to win this game tonight and pick up 4 points in the conference. 5-2, they lead it with 13.7 seconds left to go. Stay with us for the Lumberjacks post-game report. We'll recap the scoring. We'll have our out-of-town scoreboard as well as our Sammy's P-Star selection as well. Vesnikar come on here to take the final face-off for Hermantown, and Bourgeot is out there with the Davidsons. And Hermantown will send it over. Pass in front, a shot save there as the final second kicks off here, and before the period ended, the Lumberjacks get one more outstanding save from Zach Strom. Hermantown's going to win it, though. 5-2 is your final score here tonight. We'll take a break, come back to the Lumberjacks post-game report. You're listening to Lumberjacks Hockey here on Legends Rock, 96.5 FM, WKLK.
Federated Co-ops is member-owned. At Federated Co-ops, they pay their profits back to their customers in the form of dividends, and they've satisfied the needs of customers since 1929. Federated Co-ops is also proud to sponsor sports broadcasts of all our local teams and wish them well during the season. With in-house experienced technicians, you have the peace of mind in knowing that Federated Co-ops can handle any emergency need for you this heating season. Call Federated Co-ops for more information on how we can help you.
Cloquet Muffler Clinic off of Big Lake Road is your go-to place for cars, trucks, and trailers. They service and repair everything from brakes, shocks, suspension, custom pipe bending, and custom exhaust, general repair, and oil changes. Only $8 oil changes. Just bring in your own oil and oil filter. Go to Cloquet Muffler Clinic today for a free estimate or call 879-3591. Cloquet Muffler Clinic is a phone call away from solving your problems. Whether it's construction, wiring, remodeling homes, landscaping, cars, trucks, or trailers, if they can't handle it, they'll find someone who can. Cloquet Muffler Clinic says you are the boss.
At H&R Block, we believe you should never have to settle for less than the best tax